What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and this is a topic that a lot of people have been wanting me to speak on. I had to do a lot of homework on this topic before I touched on it because it's things about this case that's a little crazy to me, and plus the killers has never been caught, which is not a surprise because the killers don't normally get caught in a lot of these Chicago cases. It almost like that's the perfect place to commit some heinous shit, if you ask me. A lot of people wanted me to speak on him because Lil Durk fame is growing every day. They starting to see him getting to a point where he at superstar level, and his names of people, he be name dropping and shit. And they hear this name of Toon a lot. And a lot of people want me to explain to them exactly who is Toon, give them some background, explain to you what happened, and kind of give you my conclusion. It's something about his case that's crazy because it was another victim in this case, and I can't believe that it would get to this point. We seen that 7-year-old get killed. That was sad. But things like this been happening in Chicago, and that's the reason why I want to speak on this. So today we're going to take Toon to the board. Toon, I did a lot of homework. He wasn't affiliated like Lamron, affiliated like O-Block, affiliate of a lot of those different sets. He was a black disciple. He was real cool with Lil Durk. So I know a lot of y'all gonna be in the comments saying he was from this hood, but I'm telling you, he was a BD. He was affiliated with a lot of people from this hood who end up becoming rappers and shit like that. I hear his name in a lot of songs. He been name dropped in a lot of songs. That's another thing that I noticed about this guy. So I could tell that people must have had a lot of love for him. And I also was told he had a reputation of being a no play ass nigga. Like I always say, he had a rap, a street rap. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people told me he was a bully. Now, I hate to put that because I don't really know how that is, but a lot of people who was close to him had told me, he didn't really take shit from nobody. He was tough on niggas' asses, so I kind of took that as a bully feel, but not so much with his homies, but, people knew who he was and what he did and shit like that. I didn't really have that much background on him because it seemed like he ended up losing his life early before the culture really started popping off like that. But, for Toon was another thing about Toon. He was 26 years old is what I noticed, that he was a little older when he ended up losing his life. So this wasn't like a young dude out here. But according to the police, he was on 79th and Laughlin. Okay, he was on 79th and I believe Laughlin. That's on the south side, I believe, in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood. Okay. So this is where he was at. The police say that he was in a car with his grandmother. Okay, he wasn't in a car with gang members and thug people and everybody from all kind of communities and shit like that. They say he was with his grandmother, right? And he just in a car, they're riding past, and next thing you know, they get the blinking. They get to shooting this shit. Toon was hit in the head. He was killed. His grandmother was shot. She went to the hospital to fight for her life. She ended up surviving. Okay? This shit happened, and the man's grandmother got killed. He ended up dying. Now, a lot of people felt like this was some backdoor shit. I didn't get that feeling. The killers was never caught, too. His killers actually got away. I didn't have a lot of homework. This is all I really had on this one. I wasn't able to get the police reports on this one. So this was the case that I wasn't able to get the police reports, and I wasn't able to hear any police scanners. I read the Chicago Tribunes, the Chicago Sun-Times, the CBS Local. I sift through a lot of interviews, a lot of news clippings of this case. I speak to people who was close to Toon. I don't want to say any names to get anybody involved in this shit, whatever, but just people who was close to the situation. So it was hard to kind of really give you a conclusion because I didn't really have that much homework. My board is not filled, so I could pretty much just say I believe he ended up losing his life due to something that was gang related. Okay, it kind of feels like it was a hit. I'm not gonna lie, but sometimes you can get caught lacking, and it don't matter who you with. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, I believe it all boils down around the gang related shit. You know, Lil Durk done lost a lot of people. There's a lot of people that have been under his watch that has either been murdered, killed, or serving a long time in jail. You know, coming from those streets are very dangerous. But in my opinion, Toon lost his life over something gang related. It's kind of hard to get my hands on this one, but subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's the homie Truth Teller, the Street Reporter.